Hello, this is Kevin Benedict, Mobility Analyst, reporting live this week from SAP's TechEd 2012. And I have the privilege of spending time this morning with Oliver Bussman, who's this global CIO for SAP. And thank you for joining us today, Oliver.
Thanks so much for having me.
So we've had several interviews before and been able to explore all kinds of different areas around enterprise mobility. Today, I would really like to kind of focus on social, mobile, analytics, and cloud, how they work together to offer value inside SAP. So maybe we break down a few of those and look at them as a component. Analytics, Oliver, how are you connecting and using business analytics internally and sending those or connecting those into the mobile space?
I think it's the mobile BI, mobile business intelligence, is the number one use case in the mobile space. We did start doing this already in 2010 because we are heavily business object user internally, looking at portals, everything on the laptop or desktop. With the business object tools like Business Objects Explorer, Business Objects Mobile BI Experience, the different mobile front ends depending on which kind of functionality and richness of content you want looking for, we are heavily using that. So we started with all the dashboard that we have on the financial side, on the sales side, asset sides is available on mobile devices. Even our sales side, pipeline reporting. So the combination of big data, your core systems, system of record like an ERP or CM system, make those information online in real time available through analytics and then display information on your mobile device. This is a new, I think, power package because you have always information then up to date. You can easily navigate and access this information on your mobile device. And it brings up a similar behavior and consumption behavior like you consume emails. Emails are always up to date and you know how to access them through your mobile device. Similar behavior we see also now with business information, especially if you update this with real-time processing, and we are moving to this real-time aggressively on your mobile device. You see an explosion of consumption compared to your laptop, desktop environment. And the prediction that I do is you have to be on top of your business in looking at your mobile device with analytics. It will be required like you're checking your emails in the evening or during the weekends. So the work-life balance, I have to disappoint you, will not change. I think it will require to stay on your business even more going forward.
So if we could just look at the integration points with analytics, you're looking across multiple different systems in the back end, the ERP, the CRM, and all these different things. Are they all being integrated together with NetWeaver and then like SAP's mobile platform connected to NetWeaver?
We have a central business warehouse, NetWeaver, running on HANA and then connected then to the mobile front ends of business objects.
Okay.
So that's the scenario that we are implemented and so it drives consumption because we bring more and more data into that business warehouse. And then also going forward, I think we will also have maybe a direct connectivity to a real-time ERP system, for example. But that's the next big wave coming up in the next, we'll see in the next, in 2013. So with real-time and the in-memory technology, you have then the computing power going back to the core system, because that's missing today. And you have to use a business warehouse also for cross topics. And if you need operational reporting going forward, you go directly to those sources with your mobile front end also.
So Oliver, if you could share with our audience today the scale of your mobile deployment. What kind of devices do you have and what kind of numbers?
So we moved away from one corporate device to 10 corporate devices. So we have RIM devices, we have Apple devices, iPhone, iPad, we have Android, Samsung devices from Galaxy S2, S3, and the Galaxy Note. We are open up now also, we are working on Windows 8 devices. We have around about 50 Windows 8 tablets now, test driving first 6 applications out there. So in total, far over 40,000 mobile devices plus 18,000 tablets, that means iPads in that area. So it's very, now we have to provide choices. Depending on yes, business scenario, you pick and choose the operating system, the app, and then also the form factor. The same 10 devices are also available as personal devices. So if you own an iPad or Galaxy S3, you can bring them to the office and utilize the same infrastructure that we also use for those corporate devices.
Got it. So I think the numbers that I heard were like 18,000 iPads.
18,000 iPads, 16,000 iPhones, 18,000 Blackberries, almost 3,000 Android devices from Samsung, and over 4,000 personal devices.
Got it. So your definition of bring your own device is bring your own device if it's one of these 10.
Yeah.
Got
So
it.
you have to manage this at any time. You have to be you have to control those mobile devices, and so we only allow devices that can be managed with our SAP FI solution.
Got it. Now, social. Let's talk about social there. How are you seeing social solutions used within the enterprise at SAP?
Yeah, I think first of all, another confirmation that those mega trends like social, big data, analytics, and then memory cannot be seen in an isolated way. For me, the example here is analytics combined with social. If you look at our business objects mobile BI solution, there is already integration into Streamworks. So you look at information, you analyze, and then the key findings you can share with one click also with your communities or with certain distribution lists, etc. So that's important, that the integration of your business information into the social world, that will be key going forward. What we also see is that with SuccessFactors, there is a super social platform called Jam. Jam has over 4 million users. It's Twitter and Facebook-like. I'm using that, and that will be the central place going forward, that we collaborate and link our business application. Is it in the cloud, or is it on mobile devices, or it's on-premise together? And you will hear more about that during Sapphire in Madrid in November.
So if somebody asks you to put an ROI or justification for enterprise social solutions, where would you find that? Where would you even start looking for the justification for that?
I think, and I can already share my experiences. You getting aware of about certain topics that people are working on, and inject yourself that you couldn't do before, because the point-to-point communication over email doesn't allow you to understand what's going on in your ecosystem. So I can see this already using Jam. I can see people commenting, and I don't have to read 20 emails to understand the whole thread, because there's one place that I can go and understand there. And I'm aware already what's going on instead of using email from my perspective. The same also with the external social topics that I'm heavily using. I have almost 6,000 followers on Twitter. You're better informed, engaged than the traditional communication platforms.
Got it. So I think you hinted at this. So social, mobile, analytics, and cloud, you see those working together.
Yeah, again, social for me is in the 4 million users on Jam will be critical. I believe that the Facebook of the enterprise will be defined in the next 1 or 2 years. And that means collaboration is nothing that you do only internally. You have to reach out also to your ecosystem partners, customers, influencers, etc. And you need a secure, trusted way how to collaborate. So that will evolve, and that will evolve also on mobile devices. It has and I have mobile apps also from Jam here running on my iPad. You want to integrate those capabilities also in your business application. Is it on premise or it's analytics, etc.? You need a way to collaborate that. To collaborate and share information and bring people together. So again, those topics are coming together in an integrated fashion and drives a new value, business value for our users.
So the other new product, and this is the last question, I'll let you go, Oliver. SAP Box. That sounds really interesting.
Yeah, we saw, this is an internal development that becomes a product beginning of next year, is that with Dropbox, Boxnet, and iCloud, that a lot of confidential information, the risk that this being moved on available on public server and you lose that control is concerned us, and did concern us internally and also other CIOs. So we came up with a SAP Box solution that you can store documents on your laptop and gets mirrored into the private cloud, and you access this through a mobile front end, which is single sign-on. You don't need a VPN, but highly secured. But you maintain this information as part of your private cloud. And we have a lot of users are now internally using it. It will be fully integrated into the standard product.
So that's a collaboration tool.
It's a collaboration. You can share documents, you can share directories, and we talked about many years about the paperless office. I moved entirely away from any printouts, PowerPoint, or for my meetings, because it's always a challenge to get the latest version, print version, and then it's outdated already. So we moved on that. That means sharing a directory that my assistant updates documents or team members. I press the refresh button every time if I go to the next meeting, and I'm up to date. So that's now coming through. That we get rid of printed in my office, and so if I'm on the road or if I'm between meetings, refresh, read, everything is with me. That means unstructured data through those document management solutions. You have the dashboards, internal dashboards. You have access to internal news, external news. So you have a central place to go that you are informed and make fast decision, plus the capability to manage workflows. So I can look into shopping carts and read them and approve them within a minute. I don't go back. So multitasking, being informed, and maximize my time in meetings, between meetings, that's the place, the way. That's the reason why my mobile executive embracing this as much as possible.
Oliver, I want to thank you so much for sharing your insights with us today.
Sure.